Yeah, on the 30th anniversary of the death of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, excuse me, the promo, the Hard Time Blues promo that Dusty Rhodes cut in leading to Starcade '85, I wanted to talk a little bit about the American Dream. Earlier this year, we lost the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and it was a tremendous loss to all fans of professional wrestling, myself included, who loved Dusty Rhodes and who cherished him as a performer. Now, myself started watching in 1990, like I said before. I first became aware of Dusty when he came to the WWE. I was not aware of his time in the NWA and the legacy and influence that he had in that company. But when he came to the WWE with his manager, Sweet Sapphire, I loved his song, I loved his gimmick, I loved his swag. Just everything about him was just tremendous. Like, he didn't look like a wrestler. He was just a fat, out of shape guy. He looked like, your normal grandfather or your father or whatever. He didn't look like a Superman like Hulk Hogan or the Ultimate Warrior, those guys like that. He was just a common man, as his tagline said. And then, I started watching WCW when he went back to WCW. I started watching WCW in '93. And, although he really didn't wrestle, well, actually, he was involved in a program with his son the following year in '94. But after that, he really didn't wrestle that much. But it was on commentary with Tony Schiavone in Saturday night, WCW Saturday Night, that I really grew to love Dusty and his Dustyisms, his sayings, like filibustering and clubbering and just these expressions that were just so funny that my friend Pito, he would do the impressions of Dusty all the time in school. And it was Dusty saying these things, and it was funny because he had the accent down packed. Dusty's voice was one of the most unique voices in professional wrestling ever. And unfortunately, I was just a baby when he cut the Hard Times promo. But as I go back and I look at that promo was more than just a wrestling promo. That promo cut at the heart of the recession of the 1980s that was going on, of the 1980s that was really going on at the time due to Reaganomics. And, people were losing their jobs, as Dusty said in the promo, because of the advent of technology at the time, which has now reached a zenith. Now it's normal to have technology in many professions, but back then it was something new. And Dusty died the same day as his hero, John Wayne. My fondest memory of Dusty was SummerSlam 1990. SummerSlam 1990, when he had the feud with the $1 Million Man, and Sapphire brought out the $1 Million Man, and throughout the whole pay-per-view, Dusty's going around frantically looking for Sapphire. He's asking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's like, Sapphire, I don't know where she at, baby. And it's just hilarious. It's really well acted, and to me, it was the pinnacle of Dusty's career in WWE. Many people that watched his stuff, in the NWA, they said that his WWE time was a shame to him because he wore the polka dots and he had Sapphire by his side. But that was what I knew. You know what I'm saying? Similar to guys like Kerry Von Erich, who came to WWE later on, and they had careers elsewhere. I didn't know about their careers elsewhere, so I enjoyed them as they were presented to me in the WWE. So, and not to mention, recently in the WWE, Dusty's impact on NXT. Those guys and girls in NXT. I talk about NXT a lot. I put it over. Those guys and girls in NXT, man, they love their dream, man. You know, a lot of them took it hard. You know, watch the WWE special on Dusty when he died, and it just continues his legacy in Florida Championship Wrestling. I have another video talking about Florida Championship Wrestling, you know, on my channel. Check that out, man, because Dusty was the biggest part of that promotion in the 1970s and, you know, onward. He was the Hulk Hogan of that area. So yeah, I love the American Dream. We always remember him for his great matches with Ric Flair and Terry Funk and Harley Race and all that. So hopefully, you know, you give your thoughts on this video and comment below and subscribe. Peace.